Hello everybody. One thing you count on me when the world is falling apart, I'm going to be playing video games. This is Super Metroid. I'm just going to make sure that my controller settings are right. They are not. And we're just going to jump right into it. This game is an exploration-based game. Kind of hard to describe because it's many of the games that are of the similar style are based off of this game essentially. So if you haven't played this game or any of those games, then you might not know what exactly this is. I skipped the opening cutscene just because it's very, very, very long, and I can describe it to what happens in that cutscene in 10 seconds. Basically, it describes what happens during the events of Metroid 1 and 2, where basically Samus here blows up the space pirates as one does, and then in Metroid 2 she kills all the Metroids save this one that's in this Ridley's hand, this flying pterodactyl. Basically, I want to die as fast as possible, but so she brings this Metroid to this research base to find out like how Metroids could potentially be useful to civilization, and then it's immediately attacked as she's just about to leave, and that's what happens in that cutscene. And now we just got to get out of here before this base blows up. And so why I wanted to try and lose as quickly as possible there is just because you can't really win, and even if you win, like, the same thing happens anyways. So it's just a lot quicker just to lose to him than try to fight him. And this steam is annoying. It doesn't do any damage, but it slows you down. Oh my gosh. And so now we're about to get into the real game. So we are going back to the same planet as was in Metroid on the original Nintendo. And I will mention first that I'm playing this on the Super Nintendo Classic. You could also play this on a Switch if you're subscribed to the Nintendo Online subscription service. And yeah, we're just landing, getting ready to run. This game is very open-ended, so if you're familiar with games like Mario where you just go right, you're not gonna might get lost in this. This is definitely not going to be a speed run. I like the game, I've played a lot, but I cannot speed run this game. Not that I'm a speedrunner in any game, but still. There is one speedrun trick that can allow you to fall down this pit very, very quickly. I can't do it, so, you know, that's cool. I would, if you're watching this, I don't know why you'd be watching this, but you should definitely watch some of the speedruns of this game because it is just amazing to see. I think the fastest time that I managed to beat this game in is like an hour and 40 minutes, and they can beat this game, I don't know, maybe in under an hour or something like that. So if you're unfamiliar with the Metroid games, basically you're trying to find items to help you traverse through this planet, and so that thing that we got there will allow us to turn into a ball. And we need that to get this initial pack of missiles. And missiles are useful for killing enemies as well as opening doors. You're about to see this red or pink door. It can only be opened by shooting 5 missiles into it, or 1 super missile that we'll be getting later. And we're just coming over here to get another pack of missiles because you can never have too many missiles. We might be coming back to this area later. I can't remember which way my route will take me. So I might be coming back here. There is a few more useful things there. But yeah, like I said, I just don't know. I can't remember exactly what my route is that I take. It's not like the speedrun route, but it's not like the casual initial playthrough route. And so now that the space pirates know we're here, they've kind of woken up and are prepared to fight us off. Well, that was a bad jump. That was another bad jump. Okay, I just suck. I suck some more. So the wall jumping is something that you actually have from the very beginning of the game. It's just that the game doesn't teach you about it right away. It is very hard to get down. It's nowhere near as easy as other wall jumps in other games. And the timing is pretty strict. Ooh. So I've already tried to sit down and play this game today, and it did not go well. I died within like 20 minutes just because I was dumb. And when I get to that point, I'll let you all know. And I'll tell you what I did and why I feel so stupid. It's not for a while yet. So we're coming into here because we need this item. So when we turn into a ball, we can plant bombs and it can destroy some things. And we're also going to be fighting our first little mini boss, I guess. Not too sure the best strategy for fighting this guy. I think it's basically just shoot him with missiles as much as you can. And that is pretty quick. So it's kind of weird. If you kind of like aim your arm up and down like that, you advance your character model forward 1 pixel, and it's fairly useful if you are a speedrunner, just because that is the fastest way to get through, move throughout the game. It makes a very, 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 very minor difference, but it is still helpful for progressing through some areas. So this energy tank is basically health for us, more maximum health, which, because I suck at this game, I'm going to be trying to grab as many as possible. These guys here, if you don't shoot them with a missile, they'll just block it. So yeah, shoot them with missiles. Oops. Those gray guys, I don't think I can kill yet. I don't know if you can ever kill them, really. I don't think your weapon is ever strong enough. So coming up to here is where a lot of time is saved if you're a speedrunner. If you know how to do this technique called mock ball, then you can just get through this area here and get like a pack of super missiles way, way, way before you're meant to get them. And it will allow you to not fight a boss called Spore Spawn, which if you're a speedrunner, you want to try to avoid, because it is a very, very, very slow fight. So now we're just making our way to Spore Spawn because we are not speedrunners. And yeah, I'm gonna try to beat Spore Spawn as fast as possible, but we'll probably fail. Oh, I probably should have more missiles coming into here. All these guys we have to kill because there's a door at the end of this hallway that I'm not going to go into Spore Spawn with no missiles. That sucks. Okay, 2 missiles. That's still not great. So yeah, that flashing door, it will only be flashing when I kill all those enemies. And that means that's the only time I can actually open it. So this is the guy himself. And we just kind of got to wait for him to open his mouth, which he doesn't want to do because he's a jerk. One of the spores got in the way of one of my missiles, so that sucks. I'm not too sure how many missiles you can pump into him. I'm not pumping a lot into him because I suck. And that just means that this fight is even longer. It's pretty good for me. So the strategy is just hide in this corner and shoot down those spores. And pick up missiles as they are dropped by the enemies. That's really good, I think. Because yeah, if you hide in... If you're crouching in the corner, or anywhere else really, he can't get you. Only the spores can get you. Don't know why I always jump up to that ledge to get him, but you know, that's cool. Hey, I think that was a good volley. Might be 3 hits away. Okay, just 1. That's cool. I think that might be the fastest that I've ever beat him in. Oh man. So the whole reason why we have to fight him is because in this area we get the super missiles. And the super missiles are needed to get to the very first major boss of this game, Kraid. And so the super missiles can open those green doors. They can also open the red doors in one shot. So speedrunners will often use the super missiles to open up the green door or the red doors from now on, just because it's a lot quicker than shooting 5. And again, we're just picking up as much stuff as we can get. Come down here for the charge beam, and as the name would suggest, it allows you to charge your default weapon to do more damage. That's kind of a neat little thing there. You can use your little bombs there to jump, and they'll allow you to get into some smaller areas that you need to get into to progress. One of the neat things about like the Metroid series is that it generally gives you stuff that can be useful like right when you need it. Like, well, either before, it likes to show you like, okay, this is a pain to get through, right? Okay, well now you're gonna get an item that'll make getting through this area a little bit easier later on. And we're just coming down here. You have to come down here. You'll see that there's like a lot of doors that I am skipping. It's just because I know what's behind it and it's not exactly useful to me. So up here is, I guess, kind of a skip. Oh, okay. I didn't completely ruin it. Just because the developers intend for you to come here after you get the high jump boots. But if you know how to wall jump, obviously you can just wall jump up there. No big deal. So I'll upgrade our beam into like a wider shot spray. Just trying to find that one spot. And every beam upgrade increases like its initial, like its default damage by, I don't know the numbers behind everything, but so early Nintendo was prone to making like little things like that where who would think to do that? Just because, like, I don't know, either trial and error or just trying to get you to buy like the strategy guides or something like that. So what I did there, I don't like that for casual players. Like if this is like your first time playing the game, you're not meant to make that jump. They want you to go down through the elevator to explore that area a little bit more, and find the high jump boots, which will make that jump way easier. But yeah, if you just either time it right or just and that's where I died in my first playthrough of today, and I felt so done doing it. But yeah. And we're about to fight the first major boss, Kraid, so whatever I was talking about will have to wait. I'm probably never going to talk about it again because I've immediately forgotten what I was talking about. So I tried to do the quick kill on him. I obviously did not get it. Because yeah, if you are able to pump like 4 super missiles into his mouth there, like he just immediately dies. So yeah, you gotta shoot him in his mouth. That's the only way to kill him. So yeah, that's Kraid. Easily the easiest boss in this game. Now we get the various suit. It causes enemies to do less damage to you. It also prevents heat damage from doing any damage to you. So now we're just backtracking back to that area that we were in before. Taking unneeded damage because we suck. Fight Mini Kraid again. I think those guys will not take any damage from your unupgraded beam, but because I got the spazer, like they take damage. Oh, man. So because we don't have the high jump boots yet, we can't make it out of that naturally, so we have to wall jump out. Oh man. So you only come in here because you want this energy tank. Those enemies are a pain in the butt. As you saw, they latch onto you and they slowly drain your energy away. And they can only be killed with missiles. And yeah, so now we're going the way that the developers intended for us to go. I think you could technically beat this game without getting the high jump boots, but because I don't trust myself, I will be getting them anyways. Oops. I think it's in this room where you get the high jump boots. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't do this right. No, I did not do it right. If you kill this guy fast enough, then you can just shoot the door on the way back out, because now I have to shoot him again and kill him, and then that will cause that door to be allowed to be opened, I guess. So now we can jump way higher. I'm just gonna find him. Don't count on me. So this is a very nice room because you get an energy tank, the high jump boots, and some more missiles, which is always nice. Although as the game goes on, how useful the missiles are really drops down. Was in this? Yeah, I think it is this one I need to go to. No, it's not. So I still get a little lost. I think it's here. Yes. Alright, I don't have to wall jump because I got the high jump boots now. Oh man. Speedrunners make this room just look seamless. But I can't. Okay, I'm gonna... This is like maybe the one speedrun trick that I can do. Okay, at least I got that done. You're not exactly meant to be able to make this jump, but if you know, again, like wall jumping kind of breaks this game. The developers like kind of expected the wall jump to break this game if you're able to get good at it, which is why I guess the wall jumping is very, very hard to do and has such strict timing. So why we sequence break like that is because... Oh, I didn't realize this was a missile door. Is because we get the speed booster, which allows us to go really fast. And obviously going fast really, really helps. So you can see us glowing blue there. And this will allow us to do another technique that is technically not told to us, but we have access to as soon as we get the speed booster, and that is the shine spark. And it just allows you to traverse through the game super quickly. And then we're coming back here to get another item a little bit sooner than they expected you to be able to get it in. Not this one. This missile pack is easy to get. It's this part here where they expect you to have the grapple beam to be able to get to this area. And in here, we'll find the wave beam. And the wave beam allows you to shoot through walls, essentially. And it's automatically upgraded. So I think there's nothing else to do down here. So now we're just going to be going the way that we're meant to be going now, at this stage of the game. Having the wave beam here kind of makes this a little bit easier, because you can just shoot those guys through the wall. And I think I want to go this way first. So yeah, the wave beam allows me to shoot this blue thing that will open that gate. And we're going to be fighting, I believe, another mini boss right away here. I hope I remember the way correctly. I think I did. So this guy, Crocomire, he's another boss that you can only really hurt by shooting him in the mouth. And we're not so much hurting him, but as we are forcing him backwards. There are a lot of bosses in this game where you can use super missiles on them, but it just kind of just annoys them mostly. And this is one of those bosses where he just, I think he like gets pushed back a lot more, but he also like gets angry. There we go. And we get over here, we take some lava damage just to get this energy tank. And again, this is like those blocks there with like the kind of like screw lug nut things. You're supposed to use those to grapple beam over here, but I mean, if you just don't care about getting hurt, then you can just do that. You come over here. Get ready for phase 2 of the Crocomire fight. Not really. So now come over here. Made that jump. Okay, cool. I thought I mistimed. It took too long on that platform there, but I was able to wall jump to save it. Because we need these power bombs. I don't think this is like your first pack of power bombs that you're supposed to get. I think you're supposed to go, because again, like I've completely gone like a different route from what the developers kind of suggest that you do. And like even here, like I don't have to get this grapple beam, but because there's this boss later on that is easily killed by the grapple beam. Oops. Oh yeah, so you'll notice that the water really sucks if you do get stuck in it, just because it's hard to get out of. We will be eventually getting a suit upgrade that will allow us to move in water the way we do outside of water, which is, oh, I did not do that right at all. Fine, I'll take my time. Cool, and these doors can only be opened with the super missile, obviously. And now we're on our way back out of here. gonna give this a try. Oops. Oh, it took too much time there. I know I did. I'll give it another try because it's kind of cool. It's not necessary. I believe I can get out of here like a normal person. Maybe. Okay, you can shine spark through there, which is pretty neat. Need to be at full speed though. Alright, I remember now because I really do want to come this way just because I'll be able to get out of here that much sooner. Oops. And be able to get another crucial upgrade that much faster. Oh man. Right at the end there, of course. There you go. So those blocks will collapse as soon as you jump on them, but if you time it right, then you can just jump off it just like I did there. So this puts us pretty close to the very beginning of the area, but it also puts us very close to an item called the Ice Beam, which is very cool. That's just inside this area. The Ice Beam is required. Just because we will be fighting Metroids later, and I think to kill the Metroids you have to freeze them first and then shoot them with missiles, I believe. So to start doing like the spin jump rather than the regular jump, oh man, I hate this. Alright, I can't shoot diagonally down just because I want to have like my sprint button on the normal like diagonal down button, just because it's way more comfortable. And so I can't aim diagonally down, which makes that part a little annoying. And so now we're going to be pretty much heading on out of here. Our kind of next destination is, I don't know, I think I want to take a different route there, just to have some more quality of life upgrades, I guess. So these guys you can, oh dang it, you can freeze these guys to use as platforms, but again, if you wall jump, they're kind of not necessary to use at all. Those orange doors can be opened with power bombs. You're meant to continue climbing up there, but I like to come this way. Normally this area is locked by that door because well, I guess you could get the wave beam. Is it this one that I can? No, okay. It's this one that I can sneak into and get some more missiles. Oops. mess that up a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, I guess I didn't need to use a power bomb there, but we need to use a power bomb here. So now we're back at the very beginning of the game, essentially. And there's one more thing here that we want to get. We could go up more to the right here, but I don't have the gravity suit yet, and I don't. No, I won't give it a try. I think you can wall jump onto like an invisible platform, which will allow you to just avoid getting in water, but I don't trust myself to do that. Right now I'm kind of wondering if I should actually come up here now. I think I want to... I think that door is blocked. Never mind, I have to come this way now. Oh, and so that area is where you fight Mother Brain in the first Metroid game. And this is just a little shortcut, I guess you could say. Not really a shortcut, it's probably longer to come this way. But you can get an upgrade here. Oh man, that's gonna mess me up. Oh, that's even worse. I need to shine spark through this area. I can't aim down. Oh man, this is not going well. Okay. Maybe if I can just keep these guys frozen as that guy resets. That's looking good, hopefully. That's all I needed. Sweet. So those blocks that down there that I just passed through can only be broken with the speed booster or the shine spark. Which is why I need to speed boost through there. Or shine spark, whatever. So you might think it's slightly counterintuitive to basically be coming back to the very beginning of the game again, but no matter which path you take, you'll be basically coming back to this area. And then we're just coming up here for another extra item or items, I can't remember. I guess I'll take more power bombs. So our ship is in this area. If I wasn't feeling confident, I could replenish my health and missile supplies in that ship, but I don't want to. So there is this pretty neat speedrun trick where you just kind of shine spark over top of this area. essentially meaning you don't need the grapple beam. So you shine spark over top of this area, and then all the way over this next area, which is a huge pain to jump across. Especially because if you don't make the jump, then you fall in the water, which is a very slow ride back, essentially. Okay, and then I want to make sure I did not make that jump. That sucks. Now you're going to see what I mean. Oh my god. Tried to take that jump slow so that I would make it, and then I messed it up. Really take my time on these. Oh, I almost did it again. So now we're in the derelict ship. Doesn't have any power, so the areas that we can go to is kind of limited. This is, I don't know. This might be rough because we're going to be fighting the next major boss of the game in this area, and he is hard. He is very hard. He's not a pushover like Kraid was, that's for sure. Why didn't I save it? This guy, you definitely should not shoot him with missiles because it only really pisses him off. So these little eye fireballs that he spits out can drop more ammo and or health. Please give me some more health. Oh, that's cool too. Awesome. Okay, I'm just taking needless, pointless damage now. Because apparently I want to die here. That was nice. Okay. Oh my god. It's a pretty good volley. It's pretty close to dying now. I didn't mention this, but oh, why did I pause it? Whatever. I didn't mention this, but he can only be hurt when his eyes open, like that. So even though I can see him right now, I can't really hurt him. There, he's gone, thank goodness. So killing him restores power back to the ship. And we need power to be restored to the ship to progress through it. But like I said before, he's also the second major boss, and killing him is required to get to the final area of the game. I'm just taking all the damage I could possibly take here. So the ice beam is kind of unique in that sometimes it actually makes it so that it takes more shots to kill an enemy. Just because if that shot would kill an enemy, it would freeze it instead, and then requiring an additional shot to fully kill it. But of course, like, it's just easy to like, and you can also use those iced enemies as platforms to help you progress through the game. I think there is like a lot of stuff that I could potentially get here. It's just that I don't know like the best, like it's like kind of like a maze, I guess, a morph ball maze, which makes it a pain in the butt to go through. And again, like this water here, you don't want to get stuck in it just because it is so slow to get through. But we won't be having to worry about water relatively soon. Oh. Okay, whatever then. I'll just run the rest of the way through here. So this is one of those things where if you're just playing this game for the first time, you might not ever think of curling into a morph ball and getting into this thing's hand. You might just recognize this as a dead end, but you have to do this. Like, there's no other way around it. You have to do this. And then he sets us down. We're gonna go this way because there's an item here that I would really, really appreciate. Again, it's not something that's strictly necessary, but it does help. Not this one. Not this missile here. That's what's behind it that I really, really want. I gotta make sure to make this jump because there's a hole there, and I can't get back out if I do fall in that hole. And we're on our way back out of here, picking up the gravity suit. So this will make it so that if we do fall in water, it doesn't really affect us now. And this is something neat, like it will, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll just fall into the water immediately and then you'll be like, oh, that's what that does, that's cool. It's really handy now. Now water's not super annoying to fall into. I don't want to save there. A lot of these later areas I get kind of lost in just because I don't really play these later areas as much. I sometimes don't survive that long. And so yeah, those earlier areas I spent a lot of time exploring, so I know how to get around in them. I don't want to come here yet. I think there's something useful at the top here. I guess I don't know what exactly it is, but it's handy. I do have to take this pretty slow though. Oh, an energy tank. Okay, yeah, I really need that then. I need all the energy tanks that I can get because I suck at this game. And there is going to be a boss that's coming up at the end of the near the end of the game that I can't fight well. And so I just basically, my only hope is to have as much health as I can possibly get and just hope that I beat him before he kills me. Oops. There's probably some secrets in this little area here, but I don't know them. I just want to get through it as fast as possible. And we're coming to this area, which is a maze. Just gotta remember the one thing that I have to remember, I guess. That is right here. We made it through the maze. So I'm not planning on chopping up this video into like smaller parts, but I'm also not sure if YouTube will allow me to have a video of this size up. I don't know. I'm not familiar with too much YouTube stuff. Getting through this room quickly is kind of a pain. So I don't want to fall into there because it will take me to an area that I don't think I want to get to yet. Oop, messed that up. Doing this is not necessary, I'm just showing off that I can wall jump. Might have been faster to do that, I don't know. I'm gonna say that's faster to do that. To wall jump up those sides there. So I think it's this area that I do not know well at all. Like, there's like a lot of stuff that I don't know about that's hidden away. So this room is kind of a clue of something that we'll have to do later on. Those burst pipes there. Well, not later on, like right now, pretty much. So now we're back here. You might recognize this place. And all we do, we plant a power bomb here, and I'll burst this pipe. Again, that might be one of those things that, for the first time making your way through this game, you won't have known that, and then you'll just be so confused as to where to go next. try to do this thing just for an extra missile pack. It's very precise. Gonna give it maybe 2 tries. I think you want to be like either right on top of that little seaweed thing there, or just slightly to the right or the left of it. Hopefully I have enough super missiles to be able to try this as many times as I need to do to get it. Gotta stop. Oh man, that was a big waste. Make sure this door is open first. Perfect. Again, that's not, I don't think that's necessary right now, because I might have all the missiles that I need to be able to finish this game. Maybe, I don't know. I think there's some more super missiles that I could pick up in that room there, but I don't know how to get to it easily. Oh man, I guess I'm going to go the hard way to get through this room. Yeah, the really hard way. Cool. Okay. I remember getting stuck here for a little bit. I just can never quite get that. There we go. And then I did not get enough momentum. Is there anything up here that's actually good and then worthwhile? Okay, yeah, there. This is basically a dead end, but there is something worthwhile to get up here. I think it's like a pack of missiles and a pack of super missiles. Which is enough reason for me to come down here. I would say this is my least favorite area of the game. Might just be because I didn't spend a lot of time here and there's like a lot of stuff that I don't know about. I think there's like a, I don't know, it's just very hard to get through. Yeah, I don't want to... I want to get up here so I can get these super missiles, but then I don't want to go through this door that's going to be immediately below me. So fall down here. Don't go through that door. Okay, don't make that grapple hook. That's cool. That's fine. I didn't want to do that anyway. I just wanted to show off more. I can't. I didn't make that again. And then I can't wall jump again. So yeah, wall jumping is a very tight window to press the right buttons that you need to press. So those are not Metroids. I don't know what they're called, but they're not Metroids. Is there more stuff that I can blow up? Yeah, okay, gotcha. Those last two things you need to speed boost through. Oh, another boss is right here. I always forget about this guy. Nice. I think that's the quickest I've ever beaten that guy. Gave me very nice patterns. And then I want us just speed boost through here. There's still more to kill all of them. I think it was here. There's a little trap there. If you're not careful, you'll just have to come through that little maze there again, which is a pain in the butt. Right now, we're just on our way to fighting the next boss. And getting through this room is a pain in the butt. There's almost certainly a much better way to get through this area than what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, this is the part that always gives me some trouble. And then we are at Dragon. This is basically kind of a joke fight if you know the trick to fighting him. I think if you were speedrunning this game, this boss would be way harder. But so we want to get caught, believe it or not. We want to hook onto that electricity. We'll take damage too, but that's okay because he takes more. So you could fight that guy normally. It takes a long time. Speedrunners can do like a speed boost trick, but I can't get enough speed booster to be able to shine spark. But there's some way that you can manipulate like your running pattern so that you can get enough to do a shine spark, which will do a lot of damage. And then here we got the space jump. I don't know how exactly it works, but as long as you fall in like a little distance, then you can jump again, and you can do that non-stop. It'll make progressing through this area again a lot quicker. Maybe. There is a rhythm to it. You don't want to just be like spamming the jump button. And then when you do mess it up, it really messes up. And I think I'm going to go a different way from what I usually go through that glowing door there, but I think there's more stuff that I could get if I don't do that. Or maybe I have to go through there because I can't get a speed boost. Okay, well, now I'm going to go through that way. So right now, I don't really necessarily care about taking damage. I probably have more energy tanks than I'll ever really need, except for one boss fight. We're at basically the beginning of this area. Okay, that's cool. So we couldn't come here before because it was locked until we killed Dragon. Okay, that's cool. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. So the item that we get in here is pretty necessary. So we can't kill these space pirates without this plasma beam. Well, I guess there is another item that can kill them, but we don't get that item until later. So we got the plasma beam. It basically allows us to kill these things. It also gives our weapon piercing abilities. There's something I missed. This guy. I'm gonna show off how good that beam there is. That to kill those enemies before, it took like a few shots, and now it just takes like 2 shots. What's the best way out of this area now? I can't remember. I think I kind of do want to pick up an additional item here. I don't think... Aw, man, I just can't remember. I think I want to fall down here. We'll see. No, I did not. Okay. Well, I did. Kinda. I don't know. Oh my god. I got some of the hard wall jumps, and now I'm missing the easy ones. So getting space jump helps get through that area a little bit easier. Okay, good, I made it. Now for the hard part. You jerks, they always do that. Oh, dang it. So we don't want to kill that guy. I missed the timing on it. Okay, make sure to have power bombs equipped. And then we can just come in here, morph ball, power bomb. And then he can just go about his business. Oddly enough, there's nothing that we can do to break those blocks. Only this robot can. So yeah, even though we have almost like nuclear bomb style bombs, we cannot break sand. And then we'll let him live because, you know, he helped us out. Getting this item is not really necessary, but it helps out quite a considerable bit. It will basically allow us to jump as in the morph ball form. How do I get? Okay. I was about to get mad. No, okay. And then getting out of this sand is very annoying. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I did not want to get hit there. Now I'm going through this really slowly. That's cool. And so now the last area that we need to get to is we're going back to Norfair, where we're gonna have our refight with Ridley. But this time we're going to win. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, he usually kicks my butt. Is this the fastest way there? No. So it's a health refill station. I'm pretty full on health and I'm not worried about dying to stuff quite yet. on our way there. We've been on our way there the whole time, but now we're especially on our way there. Oh, cool, I made that wall jump. Because otherwise I was going to fall all the way back. What's over here? Just a save room, that's boring. Now we're on our way into Ridley's lair. Again, this is an area that I haven't really fully explored. There's probably a lot of stuff that I haven't found, but I think I'm like one energy tank short of where I usually am when I get to this area, which might be bad. Okay. So I jumped over those blocks because they'll fall out from underneath me as soon as I step on them, and I want to get that missile tank first. And then we're about to fight the golden Chorizo. I don't know if you can use missiles on him. You probably can. I don't know. Oh yeah, he just sidesteps them like that. And then the super missiles he just kind of catches and then throws away. I think during like certain attack phases you can like try and shoot him with missiles. Maybe? I don't know. But charge beam shots are working, so. I think if I could get him over here to this corner again, I might be able to. Oh, he's dead. So. So now we got the screw attack, which will basically just allow us to erase whatever we spin jump into. Alright, that's not a room that I want to go into quite yet. I think that's just a save room. Oh, I got stuck on that wall, so I'm going through this slowly. Is it up or through here? Oh yeah, it's through here. And again, I got stuck on the wall, so now I'm going slow. I don't know. So these gold space pirates, they can only be killed by screw attacking into them. Yeah, this is the way I want it to go. Oh man, I'm really sucking. If you press down or up when you're spin jumping, then you'll come out of the spin and then you can't space jump anymore. I think goes down, yeah. Oh, I have to power bomb, that's cool. Okay, I didn't have to, I was just sucking. So I believe this. Oh, I gotta remember, I can't be taking stupid damage like that right now. Oops. So this is the save room. Oh, do I have to leave and then come back in to save now? Because I said no. This is the save room just before Ridley, and I really want to save here because I'm gonna probably die to Ridley. I'm gonna probably die to Ridley. So that's cool. So just coming in here first, even though I don't know, I don't really use power bombs. Well, the more the merrier, I guess. I think I could continue going that way, but I just want to try and die to really quickly so I know what exactly I'm going to have to prepare for. Oh, okay, run into spikes, that's cool. Alright, these guys are a pain. Do something. So they can only be hurt when they're gold. Do something. Do something. So I'm going to be taking this area pretty slowly, just because I'm going to be farming health a little bit. Because I am going to be I'm going to want to be at full health to fight Ridley. He's not a nice guy. Okay, just don't take damage on your way there. That's just fine. Whatever, I'll take 8 damage. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. I'm going to say this is probably the last time I can die. After this, I'm feeling pretty confident. I don't know what the best strategy is to do this, but I'm just going to try and stay in the air as much as possible. Shoot him with super missiles. It's working better than any of my other strategies before. Please. Really be nice. Is that it? That's it. Okay, cool. When he grabs you like that, that kind of... He's not technically dead, but he kind of like, I guess, sacrifices that last little bit of health to actually try and hurt you. And then we find out that that Metroid that he stole at the very beginning of the game has gotten out, or maybe rather they released him. So now we are going to make our long trek back to near the very beginning of the game. Well, we are going to be going back to the beginning of the game, but, you know. It's just, I find that kind of neat that our final destination is pretty much next door to the beginning of the game, so we don't have to kill these guys again. We had to kill them before, but to get into that room, but to get out, we don't need to worry about it. Okay. I guess I always forget I can screw jump into these guys. I'm gonna kind of backtrack this way just because there are some of this stuff that I do want to get. Just because the final boss is just kind of like a bullet sponge in a sense. Just trying to make sure that you've been getting as much stuff as you can possibly get. Power bombs are kind of useless against the final boss. Now we're back here. Missiles are the main thing that I probably am going to be short on. And there's just one extra pack down here that I can grab. So now with the space jump, screw attack, this is way easier to get through, obviously. Not so much this room, but at least these guys, they're not a threat to me now. Just a lot of backtracking. Have to kind of be careful just because the screw attack can destroy some of these platforms. So you want to be careful of where we screw attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we made it. So we're kind of supposed to come this way earlier. We didn't though. And this is supposed to be where we pick up our first power bombs. But I've got plenty of power bombs now, so I don't need to explore this area any. So now we're pretty close to the beginning area of the game. Gonna make a brief pit stop into our ship to refill on everything. And save it. Come into here. And then we wait a bit. So this is why we had to kill like 4 of those bosses. Just because there's no way to get through this, obviously. Just gotta wait for it to show that, oh yeah, we did kill all these guys, and now their representations and this golden statue is gone. We are in the final area of the game, Turian. And this is where we will be fighting some of the titular Metroids. As I mentioned before, I think you have to... I think you might be able to just hit them with a super missile and then it'll be fine. But hitting them with the ice beam first is much easier. Just because it has a wider spread. Oh man. And I can't remember how to get them off me. They are on you. I think it's just enough power bombs. Oh man, this sucks. Yeah, don't get caught by a Metroid. That was all of them, okay. You do have to kill all the Metroids before it'll allow you to leave. These guys. Those guys, they take a lot of hits to kill, so it's just better to get past them. That's one big Metroid. That is actually like the baby Metroid that was at the very beginning of the game, and now he wants... There's a way that you can like kind of play jump rope with him and not get sucked down, but now the Metroid leaves us with 1 health, which is fine because there's nothing that can really hurt us. It also let us live because it recognized that, oh yeah, that's the one that saved, that's the person that saved me at on the home planet. It kind of looks at us like we're its mother. We come in here, fill up on health again. We do not want to be going into this next area on low health. Kill one more of those eye doors. Oops. I do want to save it, just because I don't want to come this far only to die now. I've never died here. This part is fairly easy, but at the same time I don't want to go back to fighting just before Ridley. There is a way that you can like skip all these Zebatites, I think they're called. What am I getting stuck on? Okay, I want to be here. Clear these onion rings out into the open more. Oh my god. Okay. So this is the final boss of the game, Mother Brain. I used up all my super missiles. That might make this next phase of the fight a little bit longer than usual. just because I have to use charge beams. So I think I want to take some damage. Because this is mostly a cutscene boss. Mostly. So this next attack, you can't dodge, you just have to take it. And now we're powerless. And she's just taking us down to the health that she wants us to be at, I guess. Try to move, oh, we can't do anything. Metroid comes to save us. Just remember that there's a lot of stuff that I guess, like I mentioned before, like the game kind of has like a tutorial to kind of teach you how to wall jump without actually telling you how to wall jump. Same thing with the Shine Spark. It has like a couple of animals show you those techniques, and you never saw them. In this... Oh yeah, the Metroid dies, it's so sad. But in this escape sequence that's going to be coming up in a few seconds, we have the option to go save those animals if we so choose. And this fight is basically over now. And so we will be saving those animals because we aren't monsters. And yeah, but I guess I skipped those areas and I didn't mean to, but I guess, like I mentioned before, like I kind of deviated from my route a little bit, I guess. Oh, the brain's down, like I said. Not too hard, especially. Yeah. No, she just withers away. We set a bomb. So I gotta escape out of here. Our beam is now so powerful, thanks to the Metroid sacrifice, that there's nothing that can really stop us or get in our way. Initially, finding your way through this place can be kind of a nightmare. There's also so much lag that it kind of screws up my wall jumps sometimes. That's the fastest I've ever gotten through that room. That's cool. Now we're back in here. In the original Metroid, this was also part of the escape sequence. Oh man. Maybe I won't be saving the animals, I won't have enough time. Oh, there's plenty of time still. Oh, please. Just go the normal way. we go down here, save the animals. Even though we never saw them, and they didn't really help us at all. Blow that up. We let them out. They're happy. They're grateful. We just trust that they get away. A minute left to get one screen over. Overshot it. And that is Super Metroid. Yeah. This is a really fun game. I hope I showed everyone what it's all about. As I mentioned before, if you want to play it and you have a Switch, you can get it on the Nintendo online subscription thing. And just enjoy as the planet blows up. And see as we get away. And you'll see kind of like a little meteor going off to the right of the screen there, and that's the animals getting away. Minute or an hour 21. I think that might be my fastest that I've beat this game in. So yeah, just the credits now. There is one final scene that kind of changes based on your clear time. But yeah, other than that, that's basically Super Metroid. You know what? I'm kind of indecisive of whether or not to show what it is, but there might be some people out there who haven't beaten the Super Metroid in the under 3 hours, which is like the best ending or whatever. Okay, so this is the final scene that kind of changes based on how fast you actually beat the game in. Basically all it affects is how much of Samus's armor she takes off. So because we beat it within 3 hours, she takes off all of her clothes. Otherwise, she would just take off her helmet or take off none of her armor. Other than that, that's about all to show for Super Metroid. I hope you enjoyed watching this.